Hey everyone, welcome to Horrible Gaming. My name is Nora, and on today's video I am teaching you how to build a simple, easy, tropical city entry. And I hope that this video brings you a ton of inspiration for your island. Thank you so much for coming to my video today, and if you are new to my channel, I hope you hit that like, subscribe, and notify button if you want to see more content like this in the future. All codes for today's build will be found in the video's description, as well as the creators of these designs. We are once again using COLIN.CROSSING's beautiful road design, and again I want to add that I got permission from him to share the yellow road center lines that I made to blend into his design, so I'll have my MA code also provided in the video's description too. So I wanted to also add into this video as we work on today's entry this is my tropical city that I've been working on. Long story short, I decided to go with a different approach to it. I've been really digging the idea of this going for a more Hawaiian-like, aesthetic. So we are gonna go for this kind of vibe instead. So with that being said, I am probably gonna be a little late on my dream address that I was hoping to release this week because I'm basically redoing every single thing. But I am a perfectionist when it comes to my islands. I'm just very picky with how I want things to look, so bear with me if you're new to my channel. Get used to this because I like to redo my entry and my islands a bajillion times until I get a dream address out. And I'm really excited to be doing a tropical island too, because there's so many great items for this in the new 2.0 update that we just got. And a lot of people are doing like fall themes and winter themes right now, and I'm over here just like, yeah, palm trees for days. So yeah, get used to that too, because I don't always follow the current trends and seasonal trends that everyone is doing. I kind of just do my own thing as a creator. So but with that being said, I do plan to do a winter theme. I'm probably just going to start that around December instead. I'm hoping to do like a Christmas in New York theme, so if you are doing something around that kind of vibe as well, maybe this island will bring you some inspiration in the future. We'll probably start this island once I finish up the tropical. Also, if you're not doing a tropical theme, make sure you go check out my channel, and we have a lot of different Citycore vibes that we do on my channel, and I'm planning to basically redo every single dream address that I've created. So if you are doing, let's say, a Western theme right now, or maybe you're doing a new Japanese island, don't worry, those are going to be on my channel eventually. I am just basically at this rate kind of doing videos on each island that I work on from now on. We'll do mini builds still between these islands too, but many of you have been asking me how to transition areas, how to do, like a whole entire island in general, and just doing a series right now isn't really realistic for me. Many know that I'm a parent in real life, so I am juggling parenthood and a bunch of other things in real life while having my YouTube channel. So this is just an easier schedule for me to do, and I'm hoping to do a lot of different aesthetics with this new update. And anyways, if you are wanting some help on a specific build, with that being said, please don't be afraid to leave a comment in the comment section below. We will do our best to get that build on my YouTube channel. Majority of my speed builds are y'all's requests, but I thought doing some documentations on my personal tropical island that I've been working on would be great for those who are needing some help with entry ideas, layout inspiration, etc. Also want to add, make sure you're checking out my Citycore tutorials for road placement as well. If you are somebody new to placing road designs, these videos will help you get the general idea on how to place these. I also recommend, if you are new to Citycore, don't go jumping into the road designs that I'm using right now. I've been doing Citycore for over a year, and if you are new to this, I would recommend going with a much more simple road design layout and just something that's a little more simplified. Kind of like work yourself up to the harder designs as you get familiar with road placement in general. I also want to add, thank you so much for 42K followers on my Instagram account. That is insane. I'm super thankful for every single one of you who has chosen to follow me on my Animal Crossing obsessed journey. And thank you so much for 13K subscribers too on my YouTube channel. So onto the video. COLIN.CROSSING has a lot of road pieces, and as you notice, I'm not using all of these. This is obviously optional. I mean, use the road pieces that you choose to use, but I'm trying to make my design space go as far as possible because I'm planning to do a lot of different themed shops. So I kind of had to negotiate on what pieces I needed to use for today's build. But if you are somebody wanting to use every single piece of his road design, feel free to do that. On the transparent angle sides that we have on our road right now, what I usually do to cover up the places where the little squares are showing through where the grass is, I just place shrubs there and it hides that piece perfectly. But again, if you want to use the piece that he has that covers that spot perfectly, feel free to do that. My personal preference with road placement is by doing 3 squares width and then a 2 square placement of sidewalk to frame it. If you don't want to do that width, you absolutely don't have to. I just prefer this. It's like my own style when I'm placing roads, but again, definitely, do the width that you choose to do. But that's just the dimensions that we chose for today's entry. Once we figure out the transition part from the entry centerpiece, then we're going to start working on the other pieces of this entry. So it's not going to be a fully decorated entry today, but I will have some clips of how I chose to decorate this entry at the end of the video. We are just basically focusing on transitions and layouts, something that many of you have been requesting. Also want to add that this layout entry is not limited to just a tropical theme. I actually did a very similar style on one of my Japanese islands that I'm working on behind scenes. And I've used this layout on so many different Citycores. It's just my absolute go-to. I really love doing this design. So again, it's not limited to just doing a tropical theme. If you are new to my channel, I just want to add that every single layout that I do is totally me winging it. I never go into every single build with a plan. I know that's not realistic for everybody, so this is why we started my YouTube channel, because so many of you have been asking me, Nora, how do I do this? How do I do that? And I'm just like, I have no idea, because I totally just wing every single build that I do. So hopefully me recording just me working on my islands will kind of help you get a general idea and some inspiration for your island, since I literally have no advice for that. And again, I know that's not realistic for everybody. So this is why I decided to record this new layout for Orangetown that I'm working on. And if you want to use this on your island, I don't care. Feel free to use it as inspiration. Every single build that we do on my channel is for inspiration, so please don't be afraid to recreate stuff. If you have an Instagram account though and choose to post it, please do tag me. I love seeing recreations. They make my day. I love seeing the inspiration y'all take from our channel. So definitely tag me if you do have an Instagram account for that reason. So now I'm going to be focusing on my transition to my plaza, and we're just going to frame this area with trees and flowers and shrubs. I'm keeping it rather simple, and I'm trying to use a ton of greenery on this island to make it feel very lush and colorful. So you can choose to decorate this location however you choose, but this is just the way I went with it. I kept it very simple, and a lot of people don't do Citycore because they feel like it's really hard to include their greenery and flowers, especially if you are somebody wanting to keep a 5-star island. So this is a great way to incorporate that onto your island. I don't really decorate for how many stars I get anymore. I just kind of decorate for aesthetics. So if you want to make changes to something like drop decor that I use, etc., feel free to do that. Over here, I'm just using 2 different colored mountain bikes to bring in more color. I just love using bikes all over my Citycores in general. You can easily, though, replace that area with like a seating spot, but that's what I chose to do over there. And then right here, I am prepping now one of my other transitions to go up to a higher level. This is gonna be an incline, and I'm trying to match basically over here by Plaza on the other side, a very similar decor layout with trees and shrubs and stuff just to fill this awkward location in. There's many options you can do with transitions like this on your Citycore island. For example, up on this incline, you could either let this lead up to a shop or your house or a villager's house, etc. This could even be the area where you decide to put your villager neighborhood if you choose to do things like that. There's a lot of options. Definitely do your own, twist and idea with this layout. For me personally, I think I'm just going to be putting my house up here eventually, just to kind of like keep it near the entry. So I think that's what my plan is. Then I'm going to go ahead and start framing a giant square area over here by Plaza, and this is going to be where another incline is. It's going to help us transition to another upper level area for the other incline spot that we are prepping right now. Now that we've placed our incline, let's go ahead and hide this terraform with a wall panel design. I have this code already provided in the video's description. It's a recreation of a different design that was a much lighter color aspect to it, and I wanted this to blend with COLIN.CROSSING's road, so I made a darker version of it. And again, I'm just using this to hide all that terraform. Before we finish this other transitional area, I'm gonna go back to that first incline and decorate with different trees, shrubs, and fences to kind of just fill this area in more. Now that I've finished decorating with the trees up there, I'm gonna go ahead and finally start working over here by Plaza to finish this transitional spot up. We will be leaving about 2 squares width behind Plaza, that way we can decorate with trees and shrubs behind it, so that is going to be the dimensions behind where the terraform is being placed. We're going to be using a green fence behind Plaza just so everything's not super matchy with the breeze blocks that we just used on the other side. And then again, we framed behind here with different trees and shrubs to just give it more greenery and life. Now I'm just going to go ahead and add some little minor details to this location, and then we're going to go ahead and time travel to get our incline place. In front of Plaza right here, I'm going to be prepping this awkward space in front of my beach, and this is going to be a boardwalk area. We're not going to have time to decorate this today, but I'm just going to do like little sitting spots, etc. over here. It's going to be rather simple, and I'm just going to go ahead and fill in all of this to prep for that. After we finish placing all that design, we're gonna frame this with row partition. This is a new item that we got in 2.0. I'm very excited about it as it looks really great for tropical and coastal themes. So I'm just gonna frame this with that. Alright, so I didn't realize that my OBS was not recording the next part of this video, so I apologize for not having that footage in, but you're gonna see how everything looks right now. I added some, obviously, decor to this, and then we added some more yellow lines to the entry. Again, those can be found in the video's description. Then we go over here by the plaza, and I just really love how this is all flowing and starting to look. I really can't wait to see how this now develops. I feel like this entry is a lot easier to walk into. With that being said, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope it brings you inspo, and have a horrible day.